Hey everybody,
I'm Adam.
I'm Sam.
And I'm Will, and we are
Working Title!
I don't know the email for this.
Waffles. Y'all, we are back for a trailer reaction to Stranger Things. Season 4 trailer. I know they've been dropping teasers and trailers here and there, bits and clips, and I've seen some of them, some I haven't seen.
Yeah.
You guys?
I think I've just seen like pictures. Like I've seen like pictures of like the shots for the next
pictures.
season.
That's it.
Okay. Obviously, we have not reacted to the show at all. We were not a channel at the time. This is 2022, and we were created in between Season 3's break and Season 4's conception. So, all of us are caught up. I don't think there's anything else that needs to be said.
No, man. Nope. But guys, if you like our reaction, leave a like, hit the subscribe button and notification bell so you know when we're reacting to Stranger Things. Comment down below what you think about the show so far this episode. And hey, are you excited for this show coming back after a long-awaited return? We have a Patreon. If y'all want to help support the channel, you can join the Discord, vote on what we watch next, get shows a week in advance, a couple weeks in advance, and then also just be a part of our sponsor tier. Hit the link in the description. It really helps us out.
On the road to 50K!
And this will be a Patreon show, so make sure you're there for that. We're gonna punch it. Boom! Alright.
What the fuck is that?
3, 2, 1. Sound good? Wait.
And that's a spoiler down there at the bottom left.
If it's even from this. 3, 2, 1.
Looks like Resident Evil. Alright, this is the last episode of Season 3.
Portal
Yeah.
to hell.
Your suffering is almost at an end.
Okay.
Whoa.
Huh? Okay,
They
Adam,
did
you
say
might
this
be
is
right.
the final season.
The Resident Evil creature might be real.
You were the best fucking character.
Dear Billy, I don't know if you can even hear this.
Damn.
Bring back Billy.
Pretty
Ever
much
since you left, everything's been a total disaster. For a while, we tried to be happy.
They're so old.
Yeah, they are,
They're
man.
so old.
High school. I don't like her
That's
haircut.
impossible.
I mean, it fits the time.
Yeah. That's fucking weird.
Ooh.
Cold War, bitches.
Hell yeah.
Is he in the gulag?
Located you guys far from Hawkins.
Oh yeah, they left
Thought
Hawkins.
you'd be safe.
Right.
Whoa. Russia.
The infiltration has begun, comrades.
I'm afraid
The
the
It
friends of
House?
Hawkins are very much in the eye of the storm.
I don't have my powers.
I don't know how
God,
to say
so
this
old.
other than just to say it.
Prison.
Maybe she was discovered for what she can do
Can't
by these
win
guys.
this war.
Oh yeah,
Doctor's
she
back.
was working with these guys.
That doctor's awesome.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Demon bat from hell!
See you on the other side.
On the other side.
Are they going into the upside down? Yes, they are.
Wow.
I was convinced I was put here.
They're gonna travel all the way to Russia on bikes.
That's
Whoa.
the last thing I do.
Oh!
Oh yeah, they have demigorgons there.
Yeah.
People think
That looked like Ramsey.
See how young she looks?
What?
They did de-aging on her. Yeah.
Whoa.
Woo! What is happening?
God.
What is happening?
It's time.
What the fuck?
You were right, Adam.
Yeah.
You have lost.
That's like Resident Evil.
They just let Satan in the door? I mean, what the What the fuck?
Holy
Thought his arm.
Volume 1 and Volume 2.
Thought his arm was reaching over there. I saw that red light. Volume 1 and Volume 2, you said?
Yeah, there were different dates for it.
Hell yeah, maybe 20 episodes. Let's get 20 episodes. Do you guys want to watch if there's like a clip, do you care or no?
I don't care.
Okay, that's fine.
I was pretty happy with that one.
Yeah, I think that's good enough.
That was solid.
Till May.
It was top.
Guys, that was the reaction to season 4. What are we thinking?
Listen, I know things happened in the world that had prevented the show from coming out.
Yeah.
Out of their control.
Yeah.
I think that's one thing that sucks with like a lot of TV that had to get put on hold or put on pause because some stuff still came out during like the pandemic, but like it was already filmed. You know what I mean? So like we're in this kind of like gap, like 2020, end of 2021 / like this part of the year is like going to be that gap because there's a lot of shows that are like just now finally getting to filming again.
Yeah.
So you know, like it's going to take a little bit. I just hope that because it's a big jump in time, like the show still feels like Stranger Things.
Mm-hmm.
Like this all looks awesome. Like don't get me wrong. Like I'm kind of down for the wild. Like I know every season's been kind of crazy, but
Yeah.
I mean, they were on the Upside Down. The dude was playing guitar. This guy had like slash blind eyes. We ran into like octopus, Resident Evil, Satan. I mean, like I'm just like, where are we going with this show at this point? But I'm down for it.
I think this is the last season of the show.
Are you positive?
I think they announced
Damn.
that it's the final season.
See, I remember like back when the first season like took off and really did well. I know they had like planned out at least 4 seasons is what they wanted to do. I'm curious if they like will have like an update and be like, we actually want to do a little bit more.
April Fools.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who knows? Yeah, the pandemic definitely like put this on a halt for sure. But what was weird is I remember they released a lot of footage of it like pre-pandemic or like right at the start of it.
Well,
So I thought a lot of it was already filmed, but I could be wrong about that. Maybe they were in progress and then they had halted. I wonder if there's gonna be like a huge difference in how the actors look. If they like come back like a year or 2 after, because these are kids. Some of them definitely probably are hitting their growth spurt.
Yeah, I mean, like
especially Finn.
isn't Finn Wolfhard? Is that his real name?
He's
Right.
very tall now.
He looks
So old.
so different than
Yeah.
he used to as a kid. Now, granted, it went from him being like, when did the first season of this came out? 2016.
2016. And
So, I mean,
filmed
like-
in 2015.
Yeah, 6 years ago. So he was probably like 12 or 13 versus like 18, 19. However old he is
And
now.
they were tiny. Tiny
Like,
teen
yeah,
teens.
like so, like of course there's going to be a huge difference, but honestly, even looking, you guys can't see, but there's a thumbnail that shows Will 11 and I was Mike, yeah,
Mike.
like showing all them side by side, like for this season, and he just looks like
He should be in college.
they all still look like them, but
Not
he
him.
doesn't, and
No.
so I'm like, I feel like they had to have had like reshot scenes. 'Cause,
Yeah.
I mean, in 2 years, so much can change.
What is pretty cool though, like you guys once again you can't see, but the thumbnails show 11 with her mullet hair and then her with the buzz cut. It's pretty wild because she looks pretty young with the buzz cut. I don't know if it's just the hair or I feel like they did a de-aging effect. There was a shot where she was like in robe garments and she looked like
it looked like from when she was a kid. Like
Yeah.
when the show started.
like CG'd her face a bit to look even younger.
I miss
Might be
that.
even easier with just being a kid, honestly, to do
yeah.
the de-aging process.
They might have just made her shorter.
That too.
Yeah.
Because it looked like she was only like
But even still,
4'11" at that moment.
it ain't like getting Mark Hamill like in his 60s, de-aging him to like 20s.
Yeah, right.
This is a lot
different.
a lot easier of a jump.
Yeah. I was thinking of The Irishman.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
too.
It was pretty bad.
Yeah, it was.
But yeah, I mean that like I don't know. This season just looks so wild. I kind of hope it's the last season, just to like. I hope it's the last season if they cap off the story well. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
And if it's really good, I might be down for more. I've been a big
show's
lover.
great.
I've been a big lover of the show, but also
Yeah,
a pretty big critic of the show in its latter half of the seasons. I really was a big fan of season 1 when it came out.
Me too.
I feel like a lot of people mostly like season 2 and 3 in comparison. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but I really liked season 1. I thought it was a lot darker and the mystery element was really like appealing to me.
Yeah.
They're lo-
Season 2 is really good.
yeah,
I just don't like the episode with Eleven's sister.
I just have this like feeling about it where I feel like the first season was really iconic and gave a lot of people nostalgia, like siblings that like my siblings that were older, that or even my parents, to like see the time period brought back pretty like authentically. And then I feel like when season 2 and 3 came around, they just kind of overemphasized it and kind of attempted to make iconic moments where you can't force it. You just have to let it be natural.
What I kind of think is the reason why my parents watched the show is because they're from that time period.
They watched it? They liked it?
At least my dad. I don't know. My mom chimed in at like the last episode of season 2, I think.
I know my parents liked it.
Yeah. And that's the thing, too, like, when I think of, like, iconic season 1s of shows that I've seen, like, this show is, like, one of those, like, standout moments. Because it's one of those things that was, like, as, because I guess I was 19 when the show came out. I mean, as someone who is, like, I have, like, an older sibling that, like, is closer to that era, and parents as well, but I wasn't with them watching the show, so it's not like I had like a connection like that. But it's such a good story, and it was like fit the time perfectly, and it just translated well. Like old people, young people, no matter like who was watching it seemed like everybody like thoroughly enjoyed it. And I feel like this was like the last. I know Netflix has had a lot of really big shows.
Yes, they have.
But up until like Squid Game, I feel like nothing has really like done what Stranger Things did, and Netflix has been like chasing that forever.
True.
At that point, it's such a solid start to a show.
I don't have Netflix, and I've only seen like a couple shows on it. I feel like this show is what really launched Netflix.
Really made it big, for sure.
It made their branded shows like we own this. It's probably overall, maybe Squid Game in the long term will be bigger, but like this is definitely like their biggest thing.
I feel like this helped make like nerdom cool once again. Like this, as well as like Star Wars coming out in 2013 or 2014, whenever Force Awakens revived.
It was 14.
Because you would see Stranger Things and like Star Wars clothing on apparel at like H&M's and Forever 21s, and
I have a Game of Thrones wife beater that has
Game of Thrones too.
It's the Night King and stuff, Darth Vader and Jon Snow holding up a sword, and Daenerys is right next to him instead of Luke and Leia.
Those platforms really like help ignite the nerdom to become like cool, which is where we are now, where I feel like most of pop culture is just surrounded itself in different sections of nerdom.
Yeah.
It's like what everybody does now.
What streaming platform is like the king of producing shows?
Probably Netflix. I feel like Netflix was the first big one.
I think of HBO Max.
That was not big.
Not because of Game of Thrones. I mean, like, I've always heard people talk about The Wire.
But once again, I feel like The Wire might have been, like, I feel like HBO was specifically, like, a bunch of, like, catered to adults at the time. I feel like
definitely.
Even in the early years of Game of Thrones was mostly catered to adults, and then the pop culture, like, sunk its hook into it, and then younger audiences started pouring into that streaming service. But I don't think it was really known for, like, getting a bit, like, our audience.
Yeah.
Like, our type of people. The trailer, speaking on the trailer, though, just real quick, it looks wild. Like, I'm down for it to get away from Hawkins. I'm kind of sick of Hawkins.
Yeah.
Unless there's, like, a plot reason for why this city or town specifically is important. I know that most of the show has been in there, and they said the Eye of the Storm is going to be here.
Yeah.
What that means, I don't know.
Yeah. It's, you know what's funny is like just the trailer specifically. I know this whole show kind of feels like the It movies and series, but like I feel like I haven't felt it more than like in that moment where like they're going up to the house, they have the flashlight, they're all working together. I know they've always done that in all the Stranger Things. Like it's been like the kids' mission to defeat the the monsters and the evil,
the live action D&D game.
Yeah, the live action D&D game, but everything about this, like Demogorgon still looks really fucking cool. That
they got Demogorgons over in Russia,
Yeah.
in jail cells, I guess, to fight people in maybe a gulag, to like train the best of them. We got a Resident Evil looking dude at the end. I'm getting a lot of Hellraiser vibes with this. Like, between the guy with his stitched up eyes over top his sockets,
Yeah.
the creature at the end, whatever he is, with like tentacles attaching to the walls.
Was that the thing that was like narrating the whole time?
I think
I think
so.
so.
Yeah.
So some sentient creature in a humanoid form. Is it a human version
called
of
something?
the what is the tentacle beast called? The big kraken in the sky, the main boss.
Oh, I forgot about
Yeah, I
that.
forget.
Is
There's
the
Demogorgons, there's
mind
Demodogs.
cipher or something?
Mind Flare.
Mind Flayer. Maybe it's that reincarnate, because that was like the big boss of
That thing
season
was so
2 into
cool.
3.
Yeah.
Because it was ghostly and then became organic through the.
It took over
I don't remember
Will.
What? Yeah, it took over everybody, or so many people.
Yeah.
So I'm just curious. I want to know like what is that? What the hell is that?
Yeah.
Will we get some ancient lore into what the Upside Down is? Is it like a hell? Is it
Yeah.
what did you call it? The Nether?
Like the Nether from Minecraft. Yeah, no, I would like to get like a real, like, that would be cool.
Can we jump into the lore?
Yeah, can we really jump into like what this place is, how it came to be? Like, is it strictly because of an experiment, or is it because of like it's just always existed, like an
Right.
alternate reality, or if it's some type of like, dimension via hell, like that everything exists.
I wonder if they're gonna bring back Elle's dad, because he was using her to spy on the Russians. But I wonder if he knew there was other shit that was going
We're
on.
getting flashbacks for sure. It looks
Yeah, we
like
are.
a portion of this show is going to be going back to her in her
Early
labs.
days. Yeah.
I was also gonna say I have no proof on it, just throwing it out there. What if that dude is her dad?
Oh.
Because we didn't see him get eaten by a demo.
I always
but it was
wanted him to
implied.
survive.
Yeah.
And there was implications in season 2 that he might still have some power over her.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah.
That's the other thing I forgot. Elle lost her powers.
I thought she
Forgot
gained
that.
them back, though.
No, she lost them.
Okay. This was the era. It is like my final thoughts, because I don't think there's too much to. I don't want to dive into the trailer and cheat. I want to kind of like experience it, but I loved the show because this was right when I was getting into horror and really starting to watch a lot of horror films, and I always headcanoned that this show would canonize all my favorite horror movies to exist in the same world. Like, you have to travel through the Upside Down to end up in XYZ worlds or whatever. Like, the hell connects it to everything.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely not true. But I just thought it'd be really fun to like see my favorite Jason Voorhees or Freddy Krueger or
Yeah.
Bubba.
I enjoyed this because it was the time period where I was watching shows with my family and we were all together.
Yeah, nostalgic in different ways, even if it's not 80s. Yeah, we're good? Y'all, make sure you leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel so you can stick around for when we jump into Stranger Things Season 4. What are your thoughts on the trailer? What are some theories that you have going with us? This is one of those shows that we can hop into the comments with you because we're going to be watching live. We'll also be having a Patreon option if you want to get early week access to this show. But for the time being, we will see you May 27th. Let's get it. Punch it.
Wow.